Right, so this camera needs to point there, I think. Am I going to sneeze or not? Oh man, I can't believe I'm going to sneeze. Come on then, yes, son. Okay. Let me take it. Put that one up. Remember, I can put this one too, Del. Okay, sorry about this, Anne. I don't mean to cover you up, but this is off. Well, I hope you don't mind me covering up one of your artwork still, but why does that one stand up? You an elephant. We have anarchy in the ranks here. Okay, well, I will do this. Well, good luck. You said to me, so I put that there. Little daddy jigsaw face. Okay, I'm not making all sniffy, snotty noises here. Terrible. What am I going to do here? I don't know what I'm going to do. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to bend down. Should have prepared. Dylan, darling, this is you. I think it's March 2013. Oh, mate, look at your eyes. The whole world in them. Do, do. Truly the greatest days of my life, truly. Goodness me, why not just lump it on his head? Just pass it to him. So you see the value of things here. You have this number one on all the charts and everything, but I'll play with my toes. They're far more interesting. Why do you keep putting that camera at me instead of playing with me? Oh, this was the front of your walker that I bought you. I don't know, when I last saw this footage, I didn't realise it was on this disc until literally 5 minutes ago. I could watch this rather than do anything else. These came out. You could press those in, they made noises. I remember, oh no, that all turned around. Keypad there. Well, I think we can say without any fear of contradiction that my buying you all those, integrating toys and lateral thinking bits to them and I'm sorry, I can't finish a sentence because I can see your smile in the viewfinder and I'm captivated. And yet today, this very day, you've sent me the most heartbreaking photo of yourself when you were 2 now. What I was going to say is buying all these, toys, stimulating and intellectually stimulating as well as interest-wise, has paid dividends because both you and your sister are geniuses. Which isn't bad, but 9 and 11. I better play a song. Shall I put a harmonica on and blow my voice out straight away? Yeah, let's. I have no real plan here. Chronologically wise, I've just wrapped up your Christmas presents and booklet collection. They're in the kitchen at the moment. Well, some of your Christmas presents. Some of them should already be up there. I hope you get them. Some are going to go tomorrow. I hope you'll get them. And some more sitting up there. And then they're ready to go. You too, Emily, as well. Although most of yours have already been sent out. Okay, I think we'll do. I want to show you what love really means. That camera over there doesn't look like it's pointing in the right place. It probably is. That one doesn't have a viewfinder on. Let's just do everything slow tonight, shall we? 2:17. distance, but I wasn't strong enough to succeed. I didn't want you shot by rumor mongers whose hearts are full of evil deeds. I was already dead when you met me, and you brought me back to life. But the circumstances kept keeping us apart. Been there living on the edge of a knife. I don't know what to do now. I can't go forward and I can't go back. You've already been dressed in white, and I'm still wearing black. To walk in the rain with you, I wanna hear all about your dreams. I want to shield you from the sorrows of the night and show you what love really means. Yes, I do. So sorry. The arm paralysis. Well, Dill, this is some footage I haven't seen. This is me and you. This is a terrible thing. This is called tummy time, okay? And this is where you're going to have to do this somewhere down the line. The song, by the way, guys, I put that on there. I mean, it might sound a bit sad, but you know, just... You know, one needs to talk to you about the pitfalls of love. Lots of applause after it. Handsomest boy in the world, then and now. Yeah, tummy time, yeah. So you put the children down so their heads don't go strange shapes, I think, and so they learn to crawl. We have all kinds of things to, again, idiot GPs telling us to do the wrong things and not to do the right things. You know, absolute morons, you know. I mean, thankfully when you grow up, you know, the internet will be there and you know, just, you know, do the full research and everything. But, well, I mean, GPs would be obviously at the time you grew up, what are you now, 11, you know. I mean, your generation's, you know, all this NHS heroes and stuff, your generation just doesn't believe it because you're the generation that's never been able to get an appointment for one and wondering why they're picking up 100 grand a year and £1 million pension for just typing a few symptoms in the computer when you do get in and going, well, I could have done that at home, you know, for free. Oh. That harmonica, by the way, is absolutely completely dead. I never really helped myself out by... actually, I've got the lyrics to Of. That looks like an A harmonica. Can't tell what looking at, it's just got a big letter A on there. it looks like you're having a nappy change there, so I'm just going to stand in front of it. What's up with my microphone stand? Can you hear the furniture heckling me as well? Stop it! Don't answer back. Furniture, answer me back. Wait a minute. Okay, come on, have you got any life in there? Good, that's me, man. Well, if I play it slow, maybe no one will know. Get up there. I wrote this in 1989. This was, you never heard of her, do you? Well, it's a lady called Margaret Thatcher who was in charge of the country for about a day and a half. Mama's on the bread line, daddy's in the headlights. Gonna do some hard time, won't get caught the next time. Get sick if you come right, starting with a fresh slate. Coming in the back gate, nothing's worth a long wait. Mama be a poor man, get yourself a roll back. Get yourself a good band, then you'll know the score man. Moderate your secrecy, even to indecency. Letters after your name, underneath you just the same. Education, high rise and inflation, put your inclinations, change your situation. Jan became a missionary, said she was a visionary, telling tales of destiny and everyone's an enemy. I still them complaining, church reflects are raining. I still say the same thing, don't mean cause I ain't it. Authorities in crisis, people ought to try this. Banks have got your mortgage, show them where the door is. I won't do the rest of the song. There's another G harmonica over there, clanking away here. You're still having your nappy change behind me, so where do I need to walk to? What's going on there? Television. Well, here we are now. This was given to you, that cube in the background, by your Auntie Anna. Very nice lady, and you enjoyed it. This, hey there, handsome boy. What's that button do? And this came out from the inside of it. It was an amazing thing, it really was. Of all the presents that were given to you by anyone else, well, obviously Uncle Jim gave you Doggy, but that one there, that was one that I was always most impressed with. I could tell you a bad luck story, actually, follow up through, but I don't know, why would we want to do guess we should do Where's the Sun Go To at Night. Should I do those days? Or 33 verses of it. I remembered some more music too. Some more music, some more lyrics too. Actually, I won't even tell you the title of the song because it's so bad. I'm not really taking things too seriously here, am I? Trying to arrange that. Where does the sun go to at night? I need to know if that's alright. Does it sink into the sky's lake? What kind of mysterious shapes would that make? What secrets does the sun hold? I guess I'd better wait to be told. Does it turn into the moon? Maybe I'll wait until noon. The sun gives us the glowing skies, but it's the clever old moon that gives us the tides. Where does the sun go to at night? Where does it hide until daylight? I just turn around and got a glimpse of you staring like, what's he doing? Oh, Mr. Blackster. Oh, goodness me. Well, there's a resonance there. For reasons I can't tell you, though. Oh. This was your playmat, and it came with a thing where so you could lie down on it as well, and I think it was monkey in it and something else on that, maybe a giraffe. Jungle playmat it was called. Very soft. I've still got it up in the loft actually. sharp, doesn't it? I think the other camera's probably about to run out of space now, so I'll just do this, and that, and that. Mr. Blackstone, he was a stray, he just came here one day, poor old soul, and you know how it is with Puss and all the other cats, you know, because I feel all those zillions of birds in the garden, you know, and the cats came in. You know, he was just there one day, and so as ever, you know, rather than him eating the birds, I got some, whatever, some kind of meat or something or another, and put it on a plate and took it out to him. He was just sitting there in the garden. And this is my first impression of Mr. Blackstone, which just goes to show that first impressions are not always in any way correct. And he turned out, he just hissed at me, oh, I said something, well, you know, hey, you know, be a bit more grateful, shall we? So I put him down that. Anyway, he obviously wasn't having a good time where he lived, which we later found out was just down the road. And so the next day he's there again. I thought, oh, hello then. And so I just kept feeding him. And I'm not quite sure how he first came in the house. I have a vague recollection of I came home from work one day, because I'd sort of given up my dissolute lifestyle when you came along and tried to be respectable, get a job, and that was the worst thing I ever did, put the guitar down. I should have done both, but hey, you know, no one sees their mistakes in advance, you know. If they do, they don't generally continue to do them. Anyway, he was in the house, and I'm assuming that, you know, the other person in the house had coerced him in, you know. And he was, anyway, so he just started staying there all the time. And I think he just sort of stayed in overnight. The other thing we noticed was that a week later, we were absolutely covered in fleas in the house. Well, I had to get all this spray from the vet and everything, some special stuff. I think I was getting it from Amazon, actually. And just spraying the house, you know, fumigating the house, you know. And then we twigged, it's you, isn't it? So this wasn't even our cat, you know. So we ended up taking him to the vet and getting some kind of flea stuff to go on him. We later found out whether it's true or not, I don't know, but because one day this young girl came up and said, that's our cat. I mean, he'd been with us like a month at that time and stuff, he'd been in the house, you know, living in the house and stuff, you know. And actually, I think in the first week, I think he used to sleep on the window outside, as I recall now. And then she said, that's our cat. And so, you know, someone just gave it to him. And I remember this girl, and Mr. Blackstone, I mean, he was, you know, he was a large cat. So I came home with Blackstone too. Oh, this girl said it was their cat, so she's taken him on, you know. Anyway, the next day, he was back, and they'd gone. And I think what the girl had said was that he was their grandmother's cat, and the grandmother had passed away, and they sort of inherited him, but I guess they didn't really want him and everything. And he was really not healthy, and he wasn't looked after. And this is one of the things where I hate cat collars. They put a cat collar on him, and he'd grown, and it was so tight that we took him into the vet to get this flea stuff put on him, and they put it on the nape of the neck. So he took the thing off, and all his fur, he had no fur there, he had like this little ring under his neck if he comes back, where the collar was so tight that it was, you know, cut all the fur and everything off him. You know, I mean, it must have been so uncomfortable for him every time he swallowed and everything, you know. I don't know whether cats do have Adam's apples, but, you know, just as it made its way down to his trachea and everything. Anyway, then they moved away, and I guess that, you know, he either ran away and they'd come back for him. You know, maybe he knew they were going or something, or maybe they just, you know, out the door, and, you know, and the Murphys will look after him, or he'll fend for himself. But then his mouth was all infected and everything. It's a wonder he stayed with us, really. And, oh, there's you and I, Dylan. Oh, slippers. I was forced to wear slippers. Boy, did I moan about that. I've been a musician all my life, you know, I barely wore pants. Anyway, respectability and daddy were always, you know, incompatible. And so he was having difficulty swallowing and everything, so we gave him and took him into the vets and got in. Made sure that he had all his shots and everything he did. We said, well, you know, he's dribbling a lot, and the vets wandered around, and he said, yeah, all his mouth's infected, I'm afraid. And we said, well, you can do anything. And he said, well, what we can do is pull his teeth out. He said, they're beyond salvaging. And he was only left with 3 teeth. Poor thing. And I thought, oh, look at you there, smiling away, my darling. And I said, well, how can he manage on 3 teeth? And he said, well, cats are adaptable, you know. Well, I guess any living creature is adaptable. So, but it was quite funny because he had this gap there in the bottom, and so when he slept from then on, his tongue used to just loll out because he had no teeth to keep it in. So we got him out there, and gosh, did he weighed a ton. He used to sleep on my chest at night in bed. So I'd be lying there, and he would just come, and he had the loudest purr you can never imagine. I mean, it was so soothing and relaxing. But he would just lie on my chest there, with his face right up into mine like that, and this big grin on his face, like, what are you going to do about it? Like, you know, you're not going to get out of bed, it's cold, and I'll just wait for you to fall asleep like that. And he would just lie there and purr away and everything, you know. You know, and I'm like, yeah, okay, well, I kind of want to do other stuff, Mr. Pusscat, you know. No, forget it, mate. And so I always thought of him as my first baby, or our first baby, you know, and then later on you came along, and then a little bit after that, your amazing sister came along. And then it just went downhill for all of us. For all of us. But anyway, so that's Mr. Blackster. He was amazing. What harmonic is that? A. Oh, yeah. The strings are dead. You are my precious ones. You are my morning sun. You make my life complete. With you I'll never know defeat. Whoa, way up. It'll never come to life because once the strings are that dead, every time you hit them it'll just make a different note. Have I done I was adrift. I miss the opening chords. I was adrift on life's ocean, searching for what I did not know. When my prayers were answered, and I was blessed with you. You don't know what you're missing until you find what you're not looking for. Then the sun starts shining brighter than it has before. It means nothing when you measure it up against love. One will last forever. When I go above. I just can't press the strings in anymore. Well, that's an ignominious end to musical career, but I think that was a good one to quit on. Singing the first song I ever wrote for you while looking at some of the first ever video of you. Well, certainly the first there is. I did actually film your birth, but what's happened to those first year's discs, I do not know. I found 120 of them and 4 are missing, including the one before. I mean, I must say I filmed your birth that way. Yeah. You know, I don't want to ruin the surprise for you when you attend the birth of your own children, my darling, but stand aft. And Emily, I know you say you don't want to ever have a baby because it hurts, but it doesn't. It's okay. People tell you that, but no, it's fine. And put it this way, an hour of pain for a lifetime of joy. That's got to be a good swap, yeah? The dreaded teething rings. They are no good whatsoever as well, guys, I can tell you that. I don't know how many teething rings I bought you. This one here, I can remember this one. This was the top rated one on a certain online website, but you know, don't skimp on the medication. Don't overdo it, but don't skimp on the medication, you know. And the gel is fine, but it lasts 5 minutes, okay? So, but love is the best way of going through it, you know, because if you can distract your baby, and this is what I used to do. There's a line in that poem I wrote for you, Dylan, that says, dancing, gums on fire, his teeth burst through, and oh, how I wished I could take the pain for you, instead for you, dancing with you in my arms, till the fire had gone, singing you lullabies till the dawn. And that's what I did. I just used to dance and sing in your room there. But it's not a good process when they come through, I'm afraid. hey, I don't want to put it down for it. It's all worthwhile. It's all part of life's rich pageant, you know. And it just gives you an opportunity to hug your babies. Not that I ever needed an excuse, but you know, we all get busy and we'll make it, oh well, I've got this to do and the laundry to do or whatever. Forget it all, forget it all. I always do, on the bank burner, you know. When they're asleep you can do all that kind of stuff, but never lose a moment.